Hey everybody, this is our first tutorial for Dreamweaver. Right here, it kind of states that in this tutorial we're going to go over the basic interface of Dreamweaver and create a simple 3-page site using the Black Goose practice that we did last week. The general goal of this practice is to see what the interface looks like and how we can start to navigate around Dreamweaver. So in this, we're going to go over our introduction to Dreamweaver, which is just kind of like what the program looks like, defining a site in Dreamweaver, which means setting up Dreamweaver to save all your files into one folder, which is crucial for working in Dreamweaver, creating HTML pages, creating links, and the basic CSS from the Properties Inspector. So that might not make sense now, but it will once we get started. So we don't need it just yet because we're going to go over the site, but if you want to, you can click on this little attachment here if you didn't save your Black Goose or something, or you might even want to just use this so it looks like mine. But here is the code that we're going to use just to kind of get started in Dreamweaver. Okay, just so we're not worrying about too much else and we all can kind of use the same thing. So if you click on that, that's the kind of the copy that we're going to use. And it's already marked up. We did it in Notepad. All right, let's get into Dreamweaver. So let's go, we'll open it up. And it's going to take a second. All right, so here we are in the basic Dreamweaver interface. Okay, it looks like a lot like any other Adobe program, but a little different. You might have some extra windows open over here, okay, but this is kind of like the main one that we want to use. If you want to close one, you can just click on the tab and hit close, okay? Also, I'm going to dock that back. Also, you might notice this screen here, like get started, it creates something new. We actually don't really want to mess with this too much, and I don't like this actually. So I'm going to get rid of that, and I'm going to go to Edit, Preferences, and it's this button right here, Show Start Screen. I don't want that because it's annoying. So I'm going to click it off and then hit apply. Boom, we're done. If you want to mess with anything else in here, which we probably will, I think there's something with the code hints that we're gonna get into this in a little bit just to make our life easier. But what Dreamweaver is, and you can kind of see it there, is it's a really nice code editor to work in. It does a great job. It's going to make our life a lot easier than using Notepad. And it just kind of automates some things that we would normally have to do by ourselves for us, which is really quite nice. So here's the typical file editor view, all that stuff. All right, we'll be in here in a second. And then here's this little thing for what kind of work mode you want to be in. So right now we're in standard, and they also have developer, which just kind of puts it off to this side. I don't need that. I don't like that. They used to have more options. They used to have, there used to be a handful more. So if you're working on an older version, you might have some more. I think the one you would want to use would be the designer, okay? But we'll just keep setting this up as we go. All right, so not really too much to look at yet, but here we are. This is the Dreamweaver workspace.